I can't quit you. I can't quit you.
I just like the sound of it.
Well. It seems the bowler protagonist, Sapien, has made a video as a rebuttal of my debunking of his video on D-Marble. Did you follow that? Maybe you bowler should rewind it again so you can understand what I just said. Then, whilst you're at it, I suggest you put your fingers in your ears and chant after me. It is a ball. It is a ball. It is a ball. Whilst you let the remainder of this video play out, as listening to it would trigger a volatile response. And for all the butthurt bowler trolls who are about to get a huge dose of flat smacking, you may leave your vile comments below, as they won't be removed, unless I don't see them because you're already blocked. So, maybe best to hop on an alt just in case. So, let me introduce myself. I am Ranty Flat Earth, and Sapien is on my radar now, which essentially means his days of spewing utter bollocks are over. I'll be keeping a very, very close eye on him from now on. But back to the task at hand. Where was I? Oh yes, giving this cretin a huge dollop of flat smacking 101. Earlier I posted a few snippets of the diligent work both D-Marble and Sapien did in their respective tests. I noted how D-Marble was able to keep in constant contact with his colleague and negotiate an observation over 10 miles whilst giving all the data needed, including location, height above sea level, azimuth data, and of course, a well-documented visualization of his equipment and his test. Conversely, Sapien, even though working over just a 40-foot distance, had difficulty relaying all the data required to make an analysis. For instance, the camera on his bin was omitted from the evidence. And, considering his experiment was to do with temperature gradient changes that affect the direction light takes, he conveniently didn't supply either the cold air or the hot air temperatures. In fact, not only do we need to take his word for camera on the bin, we then have to make guesses as to the temperature of the water and the temperature of the air above his hot rock. So as a like for like, test versus experiment, there can be no doubt whatsoever that D-Marble produced a much more evidential video than Sapien did. This is a fact. It cannot be denied. To do so shows your bias and your ignorance of collecting and displaying evidence. Do not allow the troll to take over. But this video is mainly for the benefit of Sapien, who, as I'm about to show, performed the worst debunking of a flat earth video I have ever seen. Is he a secret flat earther? So in the absence of data to show the temperature of the water, and knocking the evidence together using two cameras that cannot be verified, we have to take the evidence he cites on face value and to also draw some conclusions for ourselves. So we have a 2mm drop over 40 feet according to him, which, again according to him, would mean the beam would have dropped 8 feet over a 10-mile distance. This is his figures and his words, not mine. Let's check the curvature calculator. So giving the relevant data, apparently 28.49 feet should be hidden. And when the ball has had their comfort cushion standard refraction, we get a 22 foot hidden. There seems to be an issue with the results here, Sapien. You see, and let me be very clear about this, you had all the advantages in your little experiment. You had an air temperature of 86.7 degrees and a water temperature of 32 degrees. In effect, you had a 54.7 degree medium change in temperature, and still you could only manage to get the beam to drop a paltry 8 feet over 10 miles. For the record, that is not standard refraction, my son. That is not standard refraction at all. So let's check D Marble's water and air temperature for the time he did his test. 22 degrees Celsius for the air temperature and 13.1 degrees for the water. The difference, 8.9 degrees Celsius. Now then, call me picky and all, but isn't the index of refraction supposed to be more severe the greater the temperature differential? So Sapien's was 54.7 and Darrell's 8.9. So by process of deduction, there should have been less refraction for Darrell. Now, if Sapien only got 8 feet, that would mean there should have been less for Darrell. So the fact that we see his laser beam is kind of at odds with the Bohr model. But what's this? A half circle, you say? Let's have a look.
Well, by that distance, it will have spread out to some 85 feet. That means it has erased the distance to the horizon and is now a 85-foot wide half circle broadcasting from less than 7 miles away.
Boom, right there. That's perfect. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Doesn't look too good now, does it, mister? You have to do better. So before anyone gets all bent out of shape, we should remember that I'm working with the evidence provided by your Lord and Master, the one you call greater. As for me, well, we all make mistakes, including this chump who has already ballsed up his MRAD values. A bit of advice, Mr. Greatest Sapien. I think you're the one who needs to do better. Much better. And next time, some friendly advice. If you're going to use a camera to film off of a bin, it might be advisable to give it a wash down first.
That's my job! That's what I do! I don't lose! I win!
Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me?
Maybe you came by to congratulate me on last night's victory.
It's a warm day. The area here is 86 degrees.